Hello friends, in this video we are going to see about what is silence or silent fasting, what are its benefits, how to do it. So what is silence means, initially we all think that silence means not speaking at all. But that is also a form of silence only. But the next level of silence is not even speaking with the help of actions or not even speaking with others by writing or not even communicating with others by any form of communication. So this is the next step. So what is the next step? If you ask me, the ultimate silence or the Maha mounam is not even communicating with your own self. The mind, with the help of the thoughts, lot of thoughts arises and communicates with its own self. So that is also a form of communication. So if you are practicing if that happens, that is also not a mounam. So in the ultimate mounam, the communication that is happening within yourself is also stops. So in my understanding, mounam is an effort taken by us to understand what our soul wishes to say, to hear the language of the soul. So there is something called eternal moni, which means only if you speak to others or to within yourself, only whatever the thing that is exactly necessary, then you are eternal moni. You are always in a state called moni. So this moni is the word which became like muni. So munis or the sages doesn't speak more than what is exactly necessary within themselves also, within others also. Okay, we have seen the different types of mounam. Is there any benefit of being silent just by not talking around? Yes, of course there are benefits. We will see with the help of a story. There lived a person called Mulla who cheated and married multiple women. Then the case came to the court. The lawyer of the Mullah said to him that just don't open your mouth, just be silent, I will take care of the case. So his lawyer advocated for him and there were no evidences against him. So the judge said to Mullah that there are no evidences against you, so you can go to your home. But Mullah asked back the judge to which home. Then the judge understood that he had multiple wives and penalized him. So in this way, sometimes being silent is also the most important thing. That's why Arnagiri Nadar in Tirupukal asks, Pesa Anubudhi he wants. Like Pesa Anubudhi means being not talking at all. This Pesa Anubudhi you can interpret it as not just talking at all with others but also with your own self. So in Ramayanam also there is a story. Uh, Vashishtar, the guru of Rama, explains Rama that the pride about your own self, is the reason for all the sufferings. So you should not be proud about your own self. So you should not think that it's me, it's I, what I did, because of me it happened. It's me. So this pride, I, me, mine, all those things shouldn't be there. But Rama asked back Vashishta that you are explaining me all these things, but still you are holding the position of Rajaguru in this empire. So how can I believe that you don't have the pride of mine, me, and all those things? But Rashishta remained silent for some time, and he replied back to Rama, there is an answer for all the questions, but it's good to be silent at certain times, is what he replied. Even Kabirdas says, uh, his students ask Kabirdas, Guru Govinda Dovo Kade Kake La Gaupai, which means if both your teacher and the God appears in front of you, in whose feet you will fell at first. Kabirdas replies, Balihari Guru Apna Govinda Dio Batai, which means Guru is the one who sacrificed himself, his own life to show what is God to his disciples. Now he says that he'll fall into the feet of his Guru first, then only God. So that means Guru constantly keeps on speaking, through which he loses his prana or life energy and his lifespan gradually decreases. So if we constantly speak with our own self, if we constantly keep on speaking with others, if we make all those noise, our lifespan is gradually going to decrease. So what are the benefits of mounam? So there is a program called Vipassana which runs for 10 days all over the world, in which you have to be silent for the 10 days. You shouldn't do any work, like you are not allowed to take cell phones or any other books. All the 3 times food will be provided, rest of the time you have to remain silent. So what is the actual benefit of being silent for 10 days? If you ask me, means we are constantly dumping thoughts on our own self, like every day we used to speak with multiple people, every day we used to watch all those movies, used to see our social feeds like from Facebook, Twitter. So all these things get deposited on our own our mind, and it forms a various layers. So if you remain silent, all these layers will get started eroding. So ultimately what your mind actually wants to speak, you start hearing that. So what is the basic need of the soul, you will understand that. So, yogis say that it is almost equal to Duryadita Davam. So, to win yourself, mounam is the only way. It is the greatest weapon which you can use. And also, all the religious gurus also have advocated there is nothing that you can't attain with the help of mounam. To master one's own self, to get rid of all these sufferings which we are getting due to these senses, five senses, Mounam is the only way, and it is also the best way. To increase our electromagnetic energy, the Jivaganda Artal, and the life energy, to increase our mind power, Mounam helps in a great way. So, if you think of a thought, it has some energy, it has the potential to make it into a reality. But why does it happen? Why it doesn't happen for a common man? Means if you have a thought, in the next second you have another thought which is completely against the previous thought. That's why it doesn't happen. But yogis, they doesn't have any thought in their mind at all. So if they think a thought for a second, that thought manifests into reality in the immediate next second. So even this, for people who are achieving in a great way, they have the mind power. That's why if they think for a few minutes or like few months, like very short time when compared to the normal people, it manifests into reality when compared to an ordinary man who doesn't have mastery over his own mind. And also beyond all this mind powers and all this energy, uh, this silence helps it greatly in purifying our own body. It helps in relieving from all the diseases. So Bharatiya says, Tuni Vilaka Manundu Mariamma Engal Muttu Mari, Tol Vilaka Sambalundu Mariamma Engal Muttu Mari, Mani Vilaka Sani Undu Mariamma Engal Muttu Mari, Manam Vilaka Valiye Mariamma Engal Muttu Mari, which means there is a means to purify all these things, but what is the means to purify our own mind? But Vedanta Maharishi describes that Mounam is the way, the silence is the way to purify our own mind. So how to start it, how frequently we can do it? Initially, you can start with half an hour. Then you can increase to 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. If possible, progress it to half a day. Then 1 day. So how frequently 1 day? Like you can practice it for every week, every month. It is completely depending on you. So if you have like leave for 2 to 3 days, you can do it for 2 to 3 days also. So how to do it? So Mouna means not even communicating with your own self. Means you should not be reading books, you should not be watching cell phone, you should not be watching movies. That is not at all Mouna. That is also like initial stage of Mouna to practice, but it's not the ultimate goal. You are not going to get the ultimate benefit by doing all those things. So if you read a book, you are going to get some thoughts, you are going to analyze something, your mind is going to get processed, you are not going to listen to what your mind actually wants to convey to you. So being silent is one of the ways. So if you are silent, all the thoughts which get deposited for long ago, it will come back. It will be recalled back into your mind. So you take a paper and pen, you start writing all those things. Then analyze all those thoughts. What is the thought that is necessary? What is the thought that is positive? What is the thought that is negative? Then analyze the negative thoughts and remove them from your life. Consciously remove them. Then that is not going to come back to your life at any point of time. Then analyze the positive thoughts and think that what are the actions that can be taken towards that to manifest it to your reality. So in this way, start practicing in the way that is possible for you and progress it. So as you progress, you get lot of thoughts. Like if you don't do anything, ultimately it is like a meditation only. So initially start doing meditation for half an hour, like what are the things you want, what are the meditation things you know, what are the mudra you know, all those things you can follow. Then gradually you can progress like different ways, like being silent, you can practice in a different way. There are various centers which teach silence. So you can learn from them also. You can go to the specific centers, you can be silent, stay there for 1 day and you can come back, you can follow all those things. So I feel that this video will be useful for you. Hope you to see you in one another useful video. Until then, it's Aravind signing off. Bye.